What's going on, my fellow crypto creeps? Z Brazil here. Today we're discussing everybody's favorite topic, Bitcoin. This video is geared towards beginners. We're going to be talking about the easiest and best way for you to acquire your first Bitcoin. But first, as always, coffee. All right, Bitcoin. So your grandfather's been talking about it endlessly during Thanksgiving dinner. You're getting to the point where you're exchanging trading strategies with your Lyft driver. Hell, even your boss might be asking you about Bitcoin. When you're getting to the point where Tai Lopez is talking about Bitcoin, then you know it's already hit the mainstream. Now, let's talk about how you can get a piece of Bitcoin. I just want to preface this by saying Bitcoin is not the end-all be-all. Bitcoin is just a very small cog in the machine of cryptocurrency and blockchain as a whole. It's actually a product of blockchain, and it's only one of many cryptocurrencies, thousands of cryptocurrencies. Although if we're limiting it to legit cryptocurrencies, it's probably one of tens, maybe 100. Anyway, all that aside, the easiest way to buy a piece of Bitcoin is through Coinbase, especially if you live in the United States, Canada, most of Europe, Singapore, and the UK, if you consider that part of Europe anymore. Coinbase is one of the oldest official cryptocurrency exchanges. It's based in San Francisco. It was founded, I think, around 2011, 2012. And it is definitely the most stable, recognizable, and officially backed exchange. I'm not saying that it's the best one, but if you are a beginner, that is the easiest and best way to acquire Bitcoin. Let's take a look at it. This is Coinbase Wikipedia page. Obviously, you can read about it on your own. So here's the Coinbase homepage. Obviously, you can see these official media logos that give it some sort of credibility on the site, but $50+ billion in digital currency exchange, 32 countries supported, over 10 million customers. It's really easy to sign up. So all you would have to do is click the sign up button, put in your information, and boom, you have an account. Now, if you are going to actually trade, you will need to upload a photo ID eventually and confirm your bank account, obviously, because it needs to draw funds from somewhere. That process, when I did it, was fairly quickly, but since more and more people are actually getting into Bitcoin, the site is experiencing some lag. So it might be delayed by a few days or so, but don't worry, once it's done, you're in the clear. Here's a breakdown of the fees. So if we look at, for instance, the USA, if you're transferring with a bank account, it's 1.5%, 15-cent minimum. If you're using your credit or debit card, it's almost 4%. So you might be looking at that saying that's not really a viable method of payment, but the advantage that you have with credit and debit card is that the funds are available instantaneously, as opposed to waiting, 3 or 5 business days for your bank account to clear. And if you're trying to take advantage of a drop in price or a dip, coincidentally, like is happening right now, you might want to go ahead and fund your account with a credit or debit card in order to be able to quickly trade, as opposed to waiting 3 to 5 days and the price shooting up or shooting down and basically being exposed to market volatility. So actually right now it looks like it's on sort of a downtrend. It's hitting lower highs and lower lows. This is kind of the break point here. I saw it from earlier today. There was a low at around 17.5, and I think that's the lowest it's been in a while. Yeah, you'll notice this was part of the uptrend. So if it breaks this line right here, you're basically looking for it to keep going on a downward trend, but it looks like there's a lot of support here because it tried to dip below that line before. Anyway, we'll get into technical analysis in future videos. So Coinbase, yes, after you sign up, you put in your bank account, you upload your ID, you'll be taken to, actually, you know what, I'll sign in I don't really use Coinbase anymore, but this is certainly what I used when I first started. And so I'll just sign in and show you what it looks like. All right, so this is how the interface looks. Oh, another thing that we should discuss. There are only 3 coins that you can trade on Coinbase. There's Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. That's it. Those are the 3 coins that are supported. Coinbase has talked about possibly supporting more coins in the future, but those are the ones that I guess for lack of better words, the market considers official, right? Or at least the mainstream considers officials. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. Bitcoin obviously being the oldest and truest one of them. Ethereum being the technology that smart contracts are mostly built around, and Litecoin being basically similar to Bitcoin, but it's just a faster mode of transacting. So basically it's a very simple interface. If you were to buy some Bitcoin, you would go to the buy sell tab, come down here. Here's your payment methods. I've been verified for a while, but once you verify, you'll see this coming up. There are limits depending on where you live and what sort of way you're trying to fund your account. You select the coin that you want. There's a price that you're going to lock it in at. And you would say, oh, and the other thing about Bitcoin, if you're a beginner, you might not know this. And even if you're used to trading stocks and you're an experienced stock trader or funds trader, the difference is with Bitcoin, you do not have to buy an entire coin the same way that you would have to buy a share of Google or Apple, for instance. You can buy a fraction of a Bitcoin. So you can actually base your investments on the amount of money that you have and not necessarily the amount of shares, or in this case, coins that you can buy. So you can buy 0.001 Bitcoin. So if we look down here, this will actually calculate the number of Bitcoins that you can purchase based on your investment. So say I only had $100 to invest. So I'd go 100, and you see right away that based at the current price of $17,758.16, the amount of Bitcoin you come out with is 0.005 and then a bunch of decimal figures after that. So yeah, and you'll see here, Coinbase is very transparent about their fees, something that I like a lot. So you're actually going to be paying a $3 fee for this, and it factors in as part of your total investment. So it's not $103, it's 100 minus $3, and then the rest of it will be attributed to your Bitcoin. And then here it tells you what the availability date is. Today's December 19th. This says that it'll be available December 27th. Now here's one thing to know. It doesn't mean that it will engage in the purchase of Bitcoin on the 27th. You'll still buy it today. You'll be buying this amount at this price today, but the Bitcoin won't be available in your account until 12/27. So on 12/27, if Bitcoin is back up at 19,500, then you're golden. If Bitcoin drops down to 13,000, you won't have any time to trade it in the meantime until 12/27. So that's a big disadvantage of buying Bitcoin with your bank account as opposed to a credit card. So I actually have a credit card on here as well. So let's see. One thing with credit cards, you do get, your limit is a lot more diminished until you buy a certain amount, and then your limits will increase. Again, this depends on your bank, where you live, etc. So just look at what the conditions are for limits when you open your account. Anyway, so in this case, I want to, we'll stick to our $100. I'm getting a little bit less Bitcoin because the Coinbase fee is a little bit more, but look at the availability. It is instant, and that's because I'm paying with a card. Again, you incur a little bit of a higher fee, but it is available instantly. That way, if this jumps up to 19,000 tomorrow and you wanted to take some profit, you can sell it. If it starts dipping below a point that you're comfortable, you can sell it. And again, we're in the buy section. Selling is just as easy as buying. You just come over here, select how much Bitcoin you want, where you want to put it into, whether it's your checking account or your wallet. And we'll get into wallets in a bit. You would sell Bitcoin instantly. You'd see how much, if there's a fee associated with it, it would pop here. Again, please refer to the fees section of the Coinbase site. So yeah, there you have it. Look out for more videos. We'll be describing what a wallet is, what's the best wallet to use, trading strategies for beginners, how to use charts for beginners, how to use technical analysis for beginners. Guys, do not be discouraged by this stuff. Charts, numbers, those things tend to scare certain people off, especially those that aren't mathematically inclined or feel that they're not mathematically inclined. But these are really basic concepts. Buy low, sell high. These are very basic concepts. And all you're trying to do is take advantage of those market dips and market peaks. So please do not be discouraged. Do not be dissuaded. We will go over these in future videos and hopefully simplify it for you. Also, keep in mind that it's never too late to invest. That nihilistic mindset won't get you anywhere. The market experiences ebbs and flows, like any market, like the stock market, like gold. It's probably true that Bitcoin won't hit certain lows that it did previously, but that doesn't mean that just because you can't make, 1,200% on your money, that all is lost. No, there's still some money to make. There's a lot of money to make. Bitcoin is at an all-time high right now. It's because of interest that's being driven by you guys and by the general public and by Wall Street and by the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. And as I said, Bitcoin is just one of many cryptocurrencies that you will eventually learn how to trade, and I'll teach you how to trade those. There you have it. Click the link in the description to sign up for your Coinbase account. It's the quickest, easiest, and safest way for you to buy your first Bitcoin. Get involved in the process. Obviously, don't overextend yourself. Start off with 50 bucks, start off with 100 bucks or 200 bucks, whatever it is that you can start with. And once you do that, you'll feel like you're part of the process. You'll be well on your crypto journey, and you'll start getting interested in the more advanced topics such as trading altcoins, how to exchange money between wallets, etc. If you have any ideas for topics that you want me to cover, my social media links are in the description below. Hit me up on there. And until next time, peace.